Alright. This is our first scrimmage against Gorov's friends. Uh just looking at draft real quick. I really liked our draft overall. I talk about it in our champ select how we have a lot of answers for Draven, and it's very clear what their composition wants to do, and if they fail to do it, then it's going to be tough for them. So, uh, one thing I would say is just looking at this start. Um, I don't know if I agree with, like, we didn't fan out that well. I think basically we've got three guys here for no reason. Renekton here, no one here, and then they do the invade down here. So I think since Zach ended up starting top for this game, I think it made no sense to come this way. Like, we should have had Renekton up here and then Elise here just to cover for any sort of invade. Obviously, it didn't happen. But then once we saw all five of them come here, and Gorov runs away, and he has to blow his flash. After that happens, Renekton and Elise should go and ward in here, get deep vision to trade any vision that they might get, and basically try to punish them for the invade. Now, Zach decides he's going to start at the red buff, which is cool, but we still don't get any, like, wards placed down. Also, we have two wards, like, in the same spot. I don't know whose are whose, but these wards are just, like, bad. Like, we only need one. So that control ward's good. I like that control ward. But, like, if someone puts their trinket here, which only Renekton has the trinket, if Renekton puts his trinket here, he won't, he might not need his trinket in his lane. So that's just something that I thought going into level 1. It sucks that Gorov had to lose his flash, but, I mean, he didn't die, so we're doing okay. At least gets the red, right? So we're just farming. Basically, the way we lost this game is Draven got really, really far ahead. And we lost our 2v2 bot. So this is actually really good for Thomas because he doesn't take minion aggro here. And fucks him up. But then he takes a tower shot, so it's like even. But he took a lot of sustain. So here Jarvan goes vertical jungling, which is fine. So this is where eyes are on, right? He left. I would say Krugs give the most XP. You know, if you do Krugs, red buff, Raptors, you would already be level 3, Zach. You could pick up the Scuttle, and then with how this lane is going, if you were already level 3 right after one more camp doing Krugs, you could potentially look top faster. I know Krugs do a lot of damage, and Krugs suck to do, but if you have your Smite, especially, and Elise is one of the better ones at doing Krugs, healthy. They give an absurd amount of experience early. But so far, you guys are just trading, which is fine. I'm just going to adjust these. All right. So this was where I fucked up really bad. Where basically I had to blow my flash because I didn't respect their ability to get level 2. So, because Thresh started Flay, so I was trying to play aggressively to punish that, especially because he missed his Flay. But of course, you know, 3 melee minions and, you know, a full wave will get level 2. I didn't respect that right here. So they start walking at me, and I'm slow. Decent flash, though. But I lose my flash, and that causes problems for us because I didn't play in a way that respected having lost my flash, which was a mistake on my part. Lissandra gets level 2'd by Jarvan. Good way to get out there. Flash on Jarvan's down. I can turn on chat here. which we didn't ping. If we can ping that Jarvan's flash was on, I think just for timing, it helps me. I'm sure it helps other people because I don't know if it was said in chat. Might have been. I'm not listening to our comms right now. I will say in general, our communication yesterday was a lot better than previously. So, just looking at the map right now, we know Jarvan went bot, I believe, because after he ganked mid, he walks off that way. Yeah. So, Jarvan walks off bot, right? Renekton is pushing in a level 1 Nautilus. Elise is about to hit level 3 on this camp. Oh, no. Elise will hit level 3 after 2 more camps, but that's where it comes back to doing Krugs. Is we've got the wave in a perfect spot, massive wave, where we could, Elise and Renekton have really strong early dive, right here. So when this wave pushes in, if Elise is level 3, come dive him. He misses all of this to the tower, which would be a big deal, and he would probably have to blow his TP, leaving him incredibly vulnerable. And he has no flash already, which we didn't see that go down either. So, oh no, we did see Nautilus's flash go down. But knowing that Nautilus has no flash, this is like the freest dive of all time because Jarvan is not going to be there. Good slow push from Thomas. So yeah, Elise is doing Gromp. But this would have been better if like Elise was closer by to go like right now. Like, if this right now is that ideal time to go because the wave is under tower, massive wave. So, but instead we're doing wolves, which obviously like farming's good and everything, but this is one of the freest dives I've ever seen. At the time, he would have been a level 2 Nautilus with no flash. Jarvan does bot scuttle for our top scuttle. So they flash on me. I have no flash. So this is where me losing my flash earlier was a mistake. Because I had no flash to get out of that play. Good play by Thresh to punish me. Draven picks up first blood, right? So, oh, and then Jarvan showed bot again. They had a ward here. I don't think Zach was spotted. So now we decide, all right, let's go for Not. He's low. Jarvan was spotted bot. So I believe that's the play we go for and get a kill. Lysandra gets really low on his Okay, yeah, so we go for the dive. And he just gets fucked up the ass. So that was good. There was, like, no problem with that. But, like, Jarvan has been bot the entire game and Elise has been top. We get the kill on Nautilus. But XP is, like, somewhat even because this isn't that big of a wave that he loses to tower. Jarvan's still bot. If we had gone for the dive when he was level 2 and he had to blow his TP, we probably still could have gone for this dive. So just something to think about. Like, I mean, it was obviously good that we converted, though, on that play. Jarvan goes for Krugs. I remember Jarvan was bot for the gank, so I think to myself, I'm going to see what's happening at Krugs because Zach is topside. Lo and behold, Jarvan is here. I'm like, kill this guy, kill this guy, kill this guy. Gorov is out of mana, so I just take the kill. I probably could have waited because he is like right here, and then I just fuck him up, which was a mistake on my part. But still, that was like a good play to recognize that Jarvan was there. Elise is still top. But see, now they get deep wards. We don't really have any deep vision, and we haven't swept any vision either with the sweeper. Like, they've got their mid laner's been putting good defensive topside vision, good deep vision for Jarvan. That'll probably see us at some point. They kill me. Oh, that's where I get flashed on by Draven. Again, I don't have my flash. I'm trying to push this wave into tower because it's frozen right now. But I get flashed on. That's a pretty free kill. I didn't respect the Draven with flash up. So that was a mistake on my part. Gave over another kill. Now bot lane's 2-0. But the good news, at this point, Gorov is not behind. So that's good for us at least. But that'll change. So we ping out Jarvan top. That ward's been there the entire game. He goes over. So we know Jarvan's top side. We know Jarvan's top side, and Renekton teleports back with no flash. Renekton thinks he's gonna ward and walks away. All right, so that was pretty free. That was not as bad as it could have been. Because since we knew Jarvan was topside, there's no reason to necessarily risk going for that ward right there. And like teleporting back like that as Elise backs, that was a really risky play, but we didn't get punished for it like really at all. Okay, right now, this is like catastrophic because Elise comes bot after backing. We were talking about going level 6 with like Lissandra, 4-man bot, right, to try to like counter, get the shutdown on Draven. But right now, this wave is frozen in a really bad spot for us, and this is where Gorov starts falling behind. Remember, he was at 26 to 28. Now it's 38 to 26. So we're down 12 CS. This is all we're not even able to be in XP range because we're getting zoned out by Thresh. Draven does a really good job of freezing this. We needed Elise probably to come straight down. Not even for a gank, just to relieve the pressure so we could push in this wave to the tower and reset it in the center of the lane. Instead, we're going to miss all this because the next wave comes. We miss that first wave. So this is going to be the second wave of minions that we lose. We do Raptors and a Scuttle. And I know we're setting up for this level 6. So now he starts coming. We're like, all right, we can do Crab. But we get engaged upon bot because we are in the bad spot with the freeze. And Draven gets a double kill before the cavalry shows up. So now Draven has 4 kills. And this is where the game gets really difficult. So yeah, we still end up like killing Draven, which is good. Galio comes in, kills him. So overall, this play so far is 3 for 2. Galio flash. We killed the Draven, I believe. So it's 3 for 3. But we were first on that play but the wave was in a really bad spot, which kind of fucked us up. So that's where the game might be getting out of hand because Draven now has a 15 CS lead, 14 CS lead, as well as 4 kills. Topside advantage is really good. Is this a solo kill? Hook on Kai'Sa. This ends up in a kill. I get a counter kill on Thresh here, so it's 1 for 1. But again, now Draven's 5 kills. And this goes back to pretty good playing on their part to cut us off from bot side, and we managed to somewhat capitalize top, but not really well. So now we're like, all right, let's kill the Draven, but Cocoon misses, which is unfortunate, but I probably would have died anyway. He picks up a double here, I think. No, he does not. Okay. But still, 6 kill Draven, right? I might have gone in too early there, so it might have been my mistake. Draven wants Elise. That play is worth it for us. So that's good. So yeah, CS is really problematic for Kai'Sa because of getting zoned off the wave. So like that's where I talked about, yeah, Draven's ahead, but now Kai'Sa's also really far behind despite the 2 kills. Also, CS in mid has a massive discrepancy, which is concerning. Lissandra and Galio, I don't really know how that matchup goes, but that's not a 30 CS deficit matchup. I can say that almost for certain, so that needs to be higher. We know that there's vision there. I put a control word. So just looking at taking stock right now, we have no deep vision at all. We've got a lot of bot lane river vision, which is really good, but we don't actually know where Jarvan is. Top lane is slow pushing towards us. At least it's top side. So Might have been a little risky pushing up like this, but we knew their bot lane was bot. Alright, so Elise wants to go top. No flash. Nautilus. Nice. Pretty clean gank. Oh yeah, this is just another thing. This sweeper is like unnecessary. On lists. Like, I feel like, especially in the early game, it would just do better for you to have a ward. Because, like, look, Jarvan comes rocking up right up to your lane. And, yeah, they have a control ward in this bush, but imagine if we had a ward, like, here. Or something like that, you know, or over here. Because right now we've got 3 sweepers. I have not completed my quest yet. So we don't really have a whole lot of vision going down. Also, Renekton has still his trinket up. You've been pushing a Nautilus. I would try to get, like, deeper vision, maybe here, at least in Tri-Brush. We can get him on Krugs, right? We knew when the red buff would spawn, because we started at the red. So, like, putting a ward on red buff at that time, looking to contest that, just stuff to think about, playing around vision. We did not do a very good job tracking Jarvan in this game. So, yeah. We lose bot tower. Oh, sorry, no, we kill top tower, I die. Under tower because I got hit by hook. 7 kill Draven. Killing top tower was good. That was a good play top side overall. Gorov is going to die. So yeah, Jarvan is like freely up in top side, and we have absolutely no idea because we have no vision of that side of the map. Want to do Rift Herald because we have the advantage. Try to clear out the control ward. So Jarvan comes from behind, and we were like confused by this. Solo kill top, good job. That play ends up going in our favor. That's a pretty solid play. Right now, I would immediately run to Rift Herald. Because we've got top pushed up to tier 2. Mid's about to be pushed in. Mid and jungle are dead. Top is still dead as well. TP on Nautilus, but he can't solo contest. So this is like the freest Rift Herald ever. And I remember, I feel like I recall calling Herald right now. But I cannot remember. Okay, Lissandra recalls, which is fine. At least starts Herald. Okay. Yep. Good. Renekton gets top tower, which is really good. So we're up 2 towers to 0. This one's almost dead. So 2 towers to 1 on Herald. Jarvan has bot. They want to get this bot tower and do dragon. We probably could have assumed this. We back up from this. They deny a little farm. Dragon's gone. So we basically just trade objectives top and bot. Overall, this ends up being probably a positive trade for us. Top side. Because we got 2 towers. I somehow don't see that ward. Don't get the steal. That was way aggressive. There was no reason to go for that at all. Eating into the pit like that because they had numbers advantage. They had jungler. Our jungler's in base. They have a 9 kill Draven at this point. They have Galio with ultimate. That was not it. So we run. And also, like, look at this. So they had mid-priority, right? All these minions were down 40 CS. He's about to get a second turret plate. all of these minions are going to die to turret. So, like, plates like that have ramifications because we didn't get mid-priority before even contesting. I was mostly just clearing up vision. This was not a real contest, but instead we give over a kill. Massive advantage mid. So we decided to commit our resources bot to try to get this other outer. If I recall correctly, that ward sees us all. I ping it out that they have it, but I can't clear it. So I'm assuming we're heralding mid because their bot lane just went for a reset. Might have been a better play to herald bot here because they want to get mid tower. But we do get a couple plates off of this. I get some gold on my karma. From the charge. So we get a couple plates. So it's like all good. And this is really big that Gorov is getting solo XP on the bottom. So now at this point, it's 5 with 4, and we're thinking about we've got Renekton and Elise both strong. They've basically just got Draven, and we've got TP and Kai'Sa, so we make the call to fight. But we kind of get cold feet here, because I initially say, fighting's not it, but then I'm like, oh, we got Kai'Sa TP. So we were like, all right, pull the trigger. Draven, go. Draven kites. This target selection is decent because we just blow up the Jarvan, do some damage, dash out, right? But then we try to re-engage. No dash on Renekton, so he dies. Big shutdown. Galio comes in. Good. That Cocoon won us the team fight. I try to flash forward, trade with not. Okay, so overall that fight's beneficial for us. 2 for 1. It sucks that the shutdown went over to Draven though, who now has 10 kills. But that was like kind of it, right? Is like lock down Draven and blow him up. That was like kind of what we needed to do, and I remember we were discussing that. Just to toggle vision again. I still have not completed my quest, which at 14 minutes is really bad. Spell Thieves is the most like risky item, so I did not get very much gold. I completed not too long after this, but just taking stock. You've got a control ward up here, which honestly is not going to see much. It'll see like anyone if they go for a top lane assignment or maybe someone doing Krugs, but we've got like no vision anywhere. This is where it comes back to the sweeper on Lissandra that's just really not doing anything. Blue trinket would be better, or yellow trinket. No vision of anyone, so we don't know that they're here. They're kind of spread out. They're getting down their vision because Thresh has completed his quest. and we've got a defensive control ward here that's probably been here for a very long time as well. So we make the call to turn onto the Thresh here, but this is a vision play. Thresh starts running towards his team. We don't kill him. At least there's no way out. Never mind, Elise gets out. But Lissandra dies. How does that happen? Uses the claw forward. With no vision of Jarvan. Just... Alright, well that one was just kind of tough because you had no flash and you used your claw forward, and then you knew that our team was like in the river top side. I just would have played more towards the side of the lane. It's kind of tough. I mean, that was a tough engage to get out of, but I don't know. Like, after using the claw forward with no flash, play defensively, especially against a Galio. So right now the gold's pretty even. But it's like all on Draven, right? Only down 1,000 at this point is really not a bad thing. Now only 500 because we get that bot tower. So we got 3 turrets, right? We're doing well objective-wise. They're going to knock down mid. This is a vision play because we could have engaged mid sooner knowing that Goon Squad up here and guys in base, right? But we ultimately make the call to go. But Thomas is a little far away. Imagine if we had a teleport ward like here in this area for Thomas to come in from with TP. Would have been faster, right? But we make the call. Unfortunate, but it happens. Still traded flashes is good. Lissandra claw forward with no support. Do you live? No. Yes. So you get lucky. But that was... The claw is a commitment. You know? Just kind of got caught out in transition there. Happens. So, like, now that I've got my support request, I'm trying to lay down some vision. That's not my word, but... No, just trying to place some stuff. They get top tower. They release damage on it. Cloud Dragon, we probably should give up, which I believe we do. Nautilus decides to recall. So at this point, we're down now 2,000 gold because of the fight mid. End up getting a couple towers. 11 kills on Draven out of their 15. He's probably got, out of their 32,000 gold, he's probably got like a lot of it, right? So we've got the strong Renekton, strong Elise, but the problem is we don't play around this 2v2 here, because just looking across, massive farm advantage, negligible farm advantage, but only 1 kill, 7 kills, right? So we got this massive 2v2 advantage. Renekton goes here. Elise's bot side already clearing out vision. Kai'Sa and Lissandra are both very far behind, both with quite sizable CS deficits. And Draven with a lot of kills, right? And these are like the 2 main damage in team fights. These are the big 2 team fight carries, and I don't think we do a good job slowing this game down. Dragon for free, which is fine. Would have been probably just better for Lissandra to stay and push up mid for priority, but it's no big deal. So yeah, now we start all heading top, which I disagree with. Because Baron's not for another 3 minutes. There's nothing to do up here. We're like, oh, let's cover for Gorov. But Gorov is already behind. We should instead. And this is like definitely partially my mistake. We should have sent... Lissandra should have just stayed mid. Set up our vision this side. So that way we could play around Thomas. Because they would either have to bring Draven down and answer, which is what they don't do. They bring Draven top to go against Kai'Sa. And they want this turret. So we should bring the boys down here to fight this, because if they don't bring Draven to answer, we win with Renekton at least, right? So I would say that is our mistake right here, is we set up our vision here. I get caught out here. I thought I had support with the team around, but I just get bursted out by the Galio. So that was just a miscalculation on my part, trying to kill that control word, and I don't even get it, which is sad. Unfortunate that this does not cancel the back. Right, so now Draven's like up against the Kai'Sa, and Renekton is completely left to fend for himself. This control word, they have more vision. Now Galio can come down. They got more members on the side because Elise once again decides to go top. And I know we're thinking kill Draven in the game, which is definitely what I was thinking as well. But in hindsight, we probably should have thought avoid Draven, avoid Draven, avoid Draven, get to team fights with the super fed Kai'Sa, right? But right now we got one item Kai'Sa. Tier 2 boots on Lissandra would probably be ideal at this point. So we make the call to teleport. And everyone shows up. Really good stopwatch by Draven there. So, good ult, but he cleanses it. I try to get the root. Great play by Thresh. Honestly, this is... Yeah, they just outplayed us there. I think we should have played around the Renekton instead of the Draven. We get the shutdown on Draven. But, I mean, that fight wasn't necessarily a bad one to take, but they matched our TP. Kai'Sa was dead from the beginning. So it was like, and then the Galio, when he came in, it was just, that was it. They had good peel. So ultimately, they just outplayed us in that one. So now at this point, we are almost 4,000 gold behind, which is still not insurmountable. Lissandra should not take that from Kai'Sa. Just in my opinion, Kai'Sa needs to farm more. I know, Gorav, you said that you made a mistake building Kai'Sa. So, you know, it's all good. So this is where it gets tricky because Baron's up, and we have no TP on our Renekton. This is another situation where I think we got a little tunneled on Baron. We win this fight, and I don't know how. That was a really good claw by Lissandra. Yeah, that was kind of like what the composition was designed to do right there. That was just like the big play. Really good catch by Elise. So we go 3 for 0 in a even fight with Galio, right? Good catch. Lissandra played that fight really well. So we decided Baron's the call. And I think we get it. So we get a delayed ace. 5 for 0. We actually take a gold advantage for the first time. So we're feeling strong, but we don't really have all the tools in position. I think we call for Kai'Sa TP because we want to fight this. Well, we win it anyway. 4 for 2. And we go mid. So this is like good. This is 2 fights in a row where we did exactly what we've wanted to do. Also, I still just want to point out, farm-wise, we kind of got dicked, but like 99 farm at 23 minutes is not exactly it. 113 is definitely not bad, but like I said, we got dicked, so. But there's obviously circumstances that played into that I might have not seen, so. This is an overstay on our part. I try to save Cactus, Thomas. I die, but he gets out. So it's an overstay, but we still have Baron on Thomas, I believe. We're still ahead in gold. 5 towers to 3. We're looking like we're in a good spot because Draven should hopefully like fall off in the wake of Kai'Sa at this point. Good catch on Nautilus. So this one's going to turn into a full-blown fight. Lissandra, you might have been able to walk there faster than TP, but the claw without taking a flash was questionable. Unlucky hook by Nautilus. Maybe a gritty path, but that was just a good hook. So then we make the call on mid-priority, but we don't see it fast enough. Gallia goes over. We have vision of that. So we all just kind of simmer. So this is kind of where like our Baron buff really fizzled because we got the fight around Dragon and we pushed up mid. But we didn't get much else. Gave away a kill. So it kind of stalls out. Baron buff's gone. We look for the pick here. Get him. Nice. Good vision play right there. Lack of respect from Thresh as well. Going for that ward is definitely an overextension when we don't have the mid-wave pushed up that far and no team support. But it happens. I've overextended this game as well. That is one thing I should just clarify with all of these reviews is, like, I'm just, like, pointing out what happens. Like, this is in no way, like, oh, like, it's easy for me to say outside of the game, right? So they dive, and we make the call to fight because they have dove. But I think this is an overreach on our part. This is where we lose the game. Because we make the call that they are diving, let's fight, but we just did not have everyone in position because like Kai'Sa was just gone too early for us to really make the call. Elise was already dead. We didn't have everyone in position. If we had just given up that tower and formed a coherent defense at our inhibitor turret, we might have had a chance because I mean looking at the gold, we're not that far behind. It was just We didn't execute very well right there. And honestly, that's the play that lost us the game. It was close overall, but Draven kind of gets it done. Even though I don't think we actually lose right now. We sweep out vision. This game only goes for another couple minutes. Yeah, but that play is probably where we lost the game because Nexus gets exposed, and I think we actually put up a team fight in front of our Nexus. So if we had a Nexus turret, we would have won. We would have been able to stall out. So that was just an overzealous defense on our part. But like I said, I think we played a lot better this game than we had in other games. We just had a couple missed execution. Get a nice free Mountain Drake. Oh, right. This Baron call, I didn't say anything about it in game, but I strongly disagreed with this Baron call. At least Renekton is never going to be able to 2v2 a Baron very fast. We don't adequately sweep the vision, and everyone on their team is alive. So even though Draven is going for a reset, this is just going to result in death, which it does. I think if we had all reset and been able to set up around Baron and look for a team fight, we might have been able to win it because we have the tools to fuck up Draven. Lissandra has 3 items at this point. Kai'Sa's 2.5 items. Renekton is big. We've got the dive under Draven. But we lose Elise and Renekton and the Baron. That Baron call was just too aggressive. And, it wasn't set up well. Especially since Kai'Sa was bot. Kai'Sa can do Baron fast. But, it happens. But then now 5v3, targeted ultimate on Kai'Sa, nothing she can do. I get fucked up by Draven. Hook onto Lissandra. GG. So yeah, overall, it came down to really just 2 mistakes. It came down to an overzealous fight under a mid-tower 4v5. And then it came down to an overzealous Baron call. But, that was a close game that just had a couple of calls that, didn't go the way we needed them to. They weren't quite it. You know what I'm saying? But overall, we played this game pretty well. Despite Draven getting fed, which ultimately was the problem. Me getting 2v2 killed, losing my flash to level 2, then getting 2v2 killed, right, was definitely what lost us the game because we had the advantage top side, and all we needed to do was stabilize bot, and we failed. But despite that, we were in a position that I feel like we did not capitalize on as well as we could have. I will say, looking at the comms for this game, that they're a lot better. They were a lot clearer. We were mostly on the same page. We made the wrong play together, minus the Baron call, which I feel like was not properly communicated to the team. But this is in no means meant as flame. This is all just me, looking as an outsider, even though I was in the game. Trust me, I obviously made mistakes that I talked about some of them, right? This is just me, pretending to be an outsider looking at the game from an objective lens at what we could have done. So, overall, I think this game was close. I didn't play very well in the Karma personally, so mistakes happen, right? But overall, it was good.